with Vlogmas day number 2. Sorry if I'm yelling. I feel like I'm yelling. We are back for Vlogmas day number 2, and today's video, as you can see, is going to be a kind of different video, like a sit down chit chat. So before we hop into the video, which you guys can see by the title, I have a few announcements. Just because it's Vlogmas doesn't mean there are no church announcements. So put your church finger up and let's get into it. First of all, my Vlogmas schedule is going to kind of be every other day is going to be a vlog, and then every other day is going to be kind of like, not really a budget video. Let's call it an informational video, okay? Something like this, quick sit down chit chat type of thing. We're gonna be switching it up every other day doing a vlog, and then every other day doing a sit down video. It could be, you know, a budget with me, just some quick tips, planning content like it's gonna be today, just different things to help keep you engaged and me accountable, and both of us not so bored, because my daily life isn't that exciting. Secondly, thank you all so much for the love on my first ever Vlogmas episode. I posted it yesterday. When did I film that? I filmed that I think just 2 days ago. Yeah, that was on the 1st. No, I filmed it yesterday and uploaded it yesterday. Look at me go. I'm not used to doing that. So thank you guys so much for the feedback on my first ever Vlogmas episode. It was a day, but you guys, we made it through, and like I said in the video, hopefully by the end of this entire thing, you guys will see my progress with my vlogging style. Secondly, my nails, I popped them off just for you because this is dedication to Vlogmas. Usually, and I started not to today too, I usually wouldn't film if I'm doing something with my hands if my nails weren't done, especially if I only had 8 nails on my hands, and no. So I sat down at the table and popped each one of them off for you. The pinkies suck as usual. I popped them all off just so I would not have any excuses not to sit down and film this video. Like, they look like stubby, kind of bad right now, but at least they're not like missing nails and all that stuff. So let's hop into the video. I think that's all I wanted to say. So as you can see by the title, we are doing kind of my monthly budget routine as a single mom, how I keep it all organized, what I do, how I get things out of my head onto paper and actually execute them throughout the month. So if you guys are interested in that, and if you stick around or check the description box, I don't know, there might be a link to a freebie where you guys can download this exact planning routine that I'm about to show you and, you know, do it along with me. So I'm all about taking you guys along for this journey, sharing my thoughts, my ideas. You can get in my head. A lot of you guys say you like the way I think. Some people are like, you're doing too much, but most people are like, they like the way I think. So I want to share as much of my information, my knowledge, my thought process with you guys as I can. Oh, my planner matches my shirt tonight. Oh my God, kind of. Okay, so we are in my new filming location, which I don't know if I filmed it. I didn't upload it. Filmed a video like this. So downstairs in my basement, I have drop ceiling, so the light would be glaring if I kept it on behind me. So I have the lights off behind me, but I have my studio lights on. So I don't think it looks too bad, right? I think it looks pretty good. Let me know how the audio and the whole lighting situation looks for you guys. So let's jump over to the overhead camera and show you guys what I'm working with. So this is my planner. This is an A5 Kiki K planner. They do not sell this exact version anymore, but if you go to Michael's, they have the recollections versions and all of that. So this is my A5 binder. This is kind of like a catch-all. I love this thing. It's such a workhorse. It is super stuffed, super thick. I'm not going to go through this whole thing today. We're just going to be focused on, like the title of the video says, my monthly planning routine. So how I planned for my month. Today is December 2nd, so we are right on time with that. Today we're going to be focusing on the calendar portion, and I'm filling this out for 2021. So it's completely blank. You guys are going to do it right along with me. So we can get that up out of the way. I'm going to zoom y'all in, and we're going to kind of talk about what my monthly planning routine is, and give you guys some ideas about how to fill out yours. So again, just like your budget, your planning is completely up to you, however you get it out of your head, whatever works for you. This is a completely blank planning routine template that I made. As you can see, it's a very basic. It just has the space for the routine and then for you to check off as you do it every month. So this is the first half of the year, and this is the second on the back. So super easy. So we're just going to go down. We're going to fill it in. We're going to chit chat. So the first thing that I do when I'm thinking about what I want to do for the month, and I'm going to have this for the entire year of 2021. So I'll be going through and checking it off, and this is going to actually go in my planner. So I wanted to fill it out with you guys tonight. So what I do is I have 5 different categories in my head that I like to go through. I tell you guys all the time, I like to compartmentalize. I like to break things down into as small of a chunk as I can to make it easier for it to digest. Because if I start looking at things as a whole, I'm like, oh my God, I can't do this. And I just give up, right? So I actually do this like yearly, quarterly, monthly, weekly, daily. But I figured that the monthly would be the most relevant. So that's all we're going to go through in the video today. So I have 5 different categories, right? I have Elijah, I have home and car, finance, business, and then personal. So those are my 5 categories, and I kind of just feel like if I have all those taken care of, I'm pretty much set for the month, right? So let's go through. My first thing is I jot down any urgent to-dos. So what has to get done this month that is like hard pat, like if you did it the next month, you'd be screwed, okay? There aren't a lot of things that happen because, you know, appointments, they're flexible. Sorry, my shirt's annoying. Appointments, they're flexible, but I'm talking about things that need to get done, like that if they expire, you get penalized, type things like that, okay? Second thing is to migrate the previous month undone. So whatever I had on my list last month that for some reason or another did not get done, what are those? Previous month undone. So was I supposed to do something that I ran out of time and couldn't do? Was it kind of like a loose plan that, you know, fell through? This year with COVID taught us that things can happen that are completely out of our control. Sometimes things fall through. You can't really plan everything in your life, but I feel like this is a good start. So what were you supposed to do last month that you didn't get a chance to do for whatever reason? Put those down on paper. Third thing, and this is kind of like the home section, right, that I like to start with, is note any holidays, birthdays, any holidays, B-days, time off of work. Am I requesting any days off? Is there anything coming up? Do we get an extended weekend that's paid? What's going on? I need to know. Any appointments that we may have outside of the home, like doctor, dentist, or even the car. And then sports. Oh, I ran out of room here. And then if Elijah is in any sports. Now, again, this sports part was like pre-COVID. He used to be in basketball, swimming, and soccer, so that took up a lot of our time. But I still want to keep it on there just in case, because he's getting back into sports. He has too much energy. He needs to get it out. And then the last part of the home section is to create a quick, loose meal plan. Okay, you guys know on Fridays we call it treat day. So if Elijah's good during the week, you know, as good as he can be, if he actually tries, he gets treat day on Fridays, which he can pick the restaurant like Wendy's, Popeyes, Pizza Hut, things like that. Or otherwise we'll do like, you know, Taco Tuesday, wraps on Wednesdays. Go through the cabinets, like what do I have? Okay, I got spaghetti, I got rice, I got butter noodles, like what can we make with that? I got some chicken in the freezer, I got some green beans up in the cabinet, like what can we do with what we have? And after I do all that, then is when I make my, you know what, let's put that down too, grocery list. Missing grocery items. That wasn't planned, but what do we need? Like, oh, I could make a meal, but I just need this one thing type of type of thing. Nothing that, you know, will spoil, like I'm gonna buy, you know, 6 bunches of bananas or anything. No, because that's not gonna last throughout the month. But like, what do we need? Do I need to go to Sam's Club and get a gang of paper plates and paper towels? Do we need some garbage bags? Do I need to replace like his dry snacks? Things like that. We have any urgent to-dos, and then we migrate any previous month undone. Did we run out of time? Did the appointment move? Whatever. Note any holidays, birthdays, paid time off, appointments, sports, where we got to be, what we got to do, / what am I getting paid not to do by taking time off work. Do a quick meal plan, and then note any missing grocery / home items, like I just said, the garbage bags and the green beans and stuff like that. So that's it. And then for the Elijah section, okay, his is pretty quick and easy. You know, he's a boy. So what I like to do is check the school calendar. They always have hidden gems in the school calendar. Like, when is Red Ribbon Week? I forget every single year. When is Teacher Appreciation Day? I forget every single year. When are you getting out early? I forget every single month. So I like to note, when is he getting out early? Are there any big projects due for him? Like, does he have to make a diorama? Does he have to carry a poster board to school? Something like that. Again, pre-COVID, but still relevant to what he has to do. Are there any Teacher Institute days? And do any of the appointments that I have conflict with anything in his school calendar, if that makes sense? And then from the school calendar, usually they have the lunch menu, so I like to know any home lunch days. Now again, this is from when they go back to school. I would note any home lunch days, because looking at the school calendar, the lunch calendar for the month, the menu for the month, there will be things that, you know, he's had before, so he knows that he doesn't like. So he'd be like, no, I don't like those cheesy enchiladas. So can you pack my lunch for this day? It's much easier if I know going into the month or even into the week, what days do I have to plan to make him a lunch to take. So it definitely helps. And that's pretty much it for him. Check his school calendar, any home lunch days. That's all a man needs in this world, is to know where he has to be and what's to eat. And that's it. Let's move on to the home section. Now, some of this is new because I am a new homeowner, but some things were still relevant even when I was at home with my mom. So first thing, any projects, maintenance, and the cleaning schedule, right? Like, I like to clean the bathrooms every week. I like to deep clean the tubs every 2 weeks. Get out the mop and bucket every so often, or, you know, what's going on, what can I prepare for? And then the maintenance, like, is this the month where I need to change the what's it called, like the filter in the furnace? What's it? I guess it's just an air filter, right? Do I need to change that thing in the furnace? Do I need to test the smoke alarms, the carbon monoxide, just like things like that, right? Just any little maintenance doodads. Make sure that the washer and dryer is running correctly. Like, I had to fix the ice machine on my refrigerator a couple weeks ago. So what's going on? What do I need to do around town? Hold on. Okay, sorry. Sorry, I was too busy talking to you guys and I didn't notice that my camera had cut off. So I don't know. I'm just writing, as I'm not writing anything like special. I'm just writing it down what's on the sheet so I can put it into my planner. So so any projects, maintenance, cleaning schedule, things like that. And the only other thing for the home is to note any type of special deliveries, or if we have anyone coming out to do anything. If you saw my video from yesterday, you know I still don't have a couch, so that's a thing. Like, are the furniture people coming for the couch? The painter's here. The painter's here. That was something that we needed to note. So I mean, I'm not saying like every month I'm gonna have people like in and out of my house. I'm not rich or anything, but it helps to note when they'll be here because I usually have to be here when they're here. So like, oh, okay, I'm gonna take a work from home day because I got these people coming out. So those are the only two things really for home and car. The maintenance portion kind of takes care of the car. Oil change, tire rotation, refill the antifreeze, winter's coming up. The next section is what you guys are all familiar with from me, and that's the finance section. So we did home, Elijah, now we're on to finance. And finance, I think, is the biggest chunk of things because there are like so many little pieces, but you guys already know what we do here. So the first thing that we need to do is close out the previous month's finances. We need to know where we're starting, what we're doing, what we can improve on, if we have any money left over, type of thing. So close out the previous month's finances is the first thing you want to do. Then I like to log all my paydays from all sources. So we have, my full-time job, we have side hustles, we have, what else do we have? Yeah, side hustles and child support, and then any other like one-off type of income. Log paydays, all sources. So what do we have going on? I'm sorry, this looks so bad. I'm sorry. So yeah, what do we have going on? What do we have coming in? Then turn around and do a balance of everything that we have as far as debt, savings, sinking funds, and what's left in our cash envelope. So y'all know from the budget videos, we like to account for all that stuff. And debt, savings, envelope, and sinking balance. We need to know where we stand with all this stuff. Are we meeting our goals? Are we negative in any categories? Can we up any savings? Can we throw any extra debt? Where are we at? So I like to gather all my balances and then create a high-level budget. And that's when the budget with me comes in. And speaking of the budget, if you guys didn't see, I am hosting I'm hosting an Excel course on Zoom. I'm going to be setting up my 2021 digital budget that I like to do kind of on the go, and that I like to plug in numbers into before I actually do it on paper to make sure that what I'm thinking is correct. And it's much easier just to delete a number than to cross it out or whatever. So if you guys want to join, the link is in the description, and I also posted it in my Instagram bio, on Facebook, on the YouTube community tab. I'm going to be sending out an email, so you guys get on the list. That's if you're interested in just setting up your own digital budget for next year. So we're going to do a whole type of class. At the link below is all the details that you need. So I would love to have you. We have so many people signed up already. I'm getting kind of nervous. So yeah, but I think it'll be a good time. So we create a high-level budget from all of our balances and closing out the previous month, right? Then we fill out the bill calendar. So we see where the bills are falling. So I noticed that in December, mostly all of my bills are like at the end of the week in the second half of the month, right? It's really, really weird. So having a visual of all this stuff is really key for me. So seeing that, I'm just like, oh, okay, damn, like, can I have a weekend? Can I go out any weekend? Just any weekend? No, I can't. Okay, thanks. And of course, Christmas and New Year's is on a Friday, and all of my like literally all of my bills are on Thursday and Friday and Saturday in December. I'm like, okay, really? So we fill out the bill calendar, see where we're falling. So since we noted all our income, our paydays and everything, now we're noting what's going out as well. So we're like, okay, yeah, we get paid on the 15th, but this bill's due on the 17th, type of thing. And then the last thing I do is check my credit scores. So I try to do this weekly on Sundays, but I put this here because FICO, credit, I can't do two things at once anymore, credit scores, because FICO updates monthly. So even though I check all my other 3 scores like on a Sunday, if I'm being good, FICO only updates monthly for me. It's I think on the 11th of every month. So I like to have that down here just so I know, okay, just do a whole sweep and check what I'm checking. So that's it. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the 17 lines, no, 18 lines I'm gonna fill in are for financial. So budgeting takes some time, personal finance takes some time, but like you can see, if you break it down like this, it doesn't seem so daunting. And this doesn't all have to happen on one day. If you want to start prepping on the 28th, so by the 1st you're done with all this, that's completely fine as well. Then we want to move into business, and I only have 2 things for business that I like to do, and that is plan the content. So plan MGB content. And believe it or not, I actually do have a content calendar that I like to keep. It is very hard for me to execute on that end of it, just because I feel like so much goes into videos, you know, and with the releases in the shops and the orders, and it's a lot to keep up with. So believe it or not, I do have a content calendar, and I can say this is where, if any of these I slack on, it's this, and I do apologize for that. I just feel like it takes so much to put out videos and stuff like that. So I do have a content calendar. I'm working on becoming better for 2021. That's all I can promise. So plan MGB content means videos, posts, new releases in the shop, draft any newsletters. I want to get better about blogging and Patreon, uploading freebies like this that I'm able to do for you guys, things like that. So planning any live streams as well. All that content and releases. So what do I have to offer to the world, basically? The last thing is update and retire any stock in the shop. So things that are old or just aren't selling as well, I may just take it out of stock, the shop, or if it's selling really well and then I go in and I notice that it's sold out, I can update. I can put like 5 or 10 more in its place, something like that. But I try to keep things updated, keep it fresh, keep it like new ideas are constantly in my head. I can't put everything out that I'm thinking because I feel like everything will be so cluttered that I like to kind of cycle through things. So those are my 2 things. I like to plan out the content and then update any stock, and plan out any new releases that I get to bring you guys. And then after I'm done with all of this, which this should theoretically be at the top, then that's when I check in with myself. How are you doing, Ryan? Then this is when I like to log my goals for the month and acknowledge my progress. Because I feel like this is where the important thing is acknowledging your progress, because it's really easy to sit back and compare to where you think you should have been based on what someone else is doing, like what you see or what you thought that you would have been at the age that you are. Is that a bar? I think it is. So it's really easy to do that, right? But if you sit down every month, every quarter, just acknowledge your progress that you made from the previous month or quarter, y'all, that just does so much better in your mental space to know that you are making progress, because sometimes you can't see the forest for the trees. And like the title of this video says, this is my single mom monthly planning routine. So imagine doing all this as one person, which I'm sure everybody, kudos to you, to the matriarchs out there who are much older than me. I know I have people in their 60s who watch my videos, and I have no idea how you did it. Like, I still have 30 more years of this, y'all. I'm gonna go crazy. But like doing all this as one person, it's really hard not to see the forest for the trees. So if you just back up and acknowledge your progress and don't do any of this other stuff, I'm sure you'll see a change, you know, and just work from there. You'll see a change, I swear to you. So those are my 18, I think, yeah, it's 20 lines, 2 left. Those are my 18 steps that I take to plan out my month. So then after I do that is when I go in and I get to moving. I like to write a lot of this on my calendar, like on my actual calendar for the month, so that I can see things as a high level view. And then after I do this also, then that's when I filter it into the weekly and then funnel it out into the daily to be able to achieve these goals. So yeah, I can do all this a month, but what am I doing every day to keep up with this? Because this is not realistic to be all done in one day. So if that makes sense. So I wanted to give you guys this little gem, this little free printable. The link is in the bio down below. Let me know if I missed anything or what you would add to my routine or what you do for your routine. I know there's people out there with no kids or with multiple kids, who are single, who are married, who are everywhere in between. So let me know what it is you do. How do you keep it all organized in your head? I would love to know. Y'all know I am a planner at heart, so any of this paper planning stuff, I am down for. Fill up the comments with your suggestions, and I will see you tomorrow for Vlogmas day number 3. Bye, guys.